How did Pep expose Ruben Amorim's system? This wasn't just a loss for United, it was a tactical dismantling. City controlled the key zones, dictated when and where United pressed, and punished the same half spaces over and over again. But the real question is this: why did United's pressing structure fall apart so fast? And how did City keep creating space where, on paper, none should have existed? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, we'll uncover the key tactical adjustments Pep made that United had no answer for, and explains why this game fell over long before the final whistle. And we'll uncover whether this was more about City's brilliance or United's flaws. Because the answer isn't as simple as the scoreline suggests. Welcome back to Football Manager Insider. Now let's start with the lineups. Man City lined up in a 4-3-3 formation, Doku, Haaland and Foden across the front line, and Rodri anchoring the midfield. For United, it was a 3-4-2-1. Sesko started up top, and Bremo and Diallo supported as advancing outlets. Diallo coming in for the absent Matheus Cunha. Dorgu and Mazraoui were tasked with stretching the game as wing-backs. On paper, this promised battles all across the pitch. United opened with a man-to-man press in City's defensive third. The intention was clear: cut City's rhythm at source, but already the cracks appeared. The distances between United's midfield and defensive lines were too wide. Every time one line pressed, the other lagged behind, leaving exploitable gaps in the middle third. Man City responded with their own intensity. Their 4-3-3 press locked United into uncomfortable zones. Haaland, Doku and Foden pressed the back three aggressively, while City's midfield narrowed to block central lanes. At times, this left Bayenda with one option: go long. And with City's backline holding high and compact, those long balls rarely stuck. After Man United's initial press was broken, they dropped into a 4-5-1 mid-block. The idea was to deny Foden space when he drifted inside from the right, but structurally, it didn't work. City simply recycled possession, baited United into narrow shapes, and probed until they found the half-space entries. And that's why the first goal felt inevitable. United sat in a low block but failed to trap Doku drifting into the left half space. Yoro hesitated. He either needs to step forward or hold the line. He did neither. Doku received, carried, and cut back for Foden, who finished cleanly. This was passive defending at its worst. Against City, leaving half spaces unguarded, it's not a mistake, it's a death sentence. United tried to adjust, pressing higher in a 4-2-3-1, but this only made Doku an even bigger problem. Yoro was forced to follow him inside, pulling the defensive line out of shape. Yet when he didn't follow, Doku stood free between the lines. This is the winger trap Guardiola designs. Either you mark and disorganize your back three, or you hold shape and give space. United never solved it. In possession, United leaned on their wing-backs to stretch the field. Dorgu and Mazraoui both tried to provide outlets in the build-up, and it allowed brief progression. However, at times, Bayenda was still forced to go long under pressure, and those balls fell back to City. Even Donnarumma at the other end showed Pep's pragmatism, going long under United's man press because his distribution is limited. City simply adjusted their build-up, using defenders as deeper outlets to shield their goalkeeper's weakness. And then the second goal. Doku again was central to this. He pinned Yoro using his physicality to hold him off, while Haaland bent his run diagonally across the back line. The timing was perfect. As Yoro wrestled with Doku, the pass split the line and Haaland finished. This wasn't improvised, it was structural manipulation. Doku as the anchor, Haaland as the release, United's defence torn apart. After City scored the second, they went again and scored the third. From this point, City shifted into game control mode. They alternated between a 4-5-1 low block and a 5-4-1 formation. But the focus was on denying United's central overloads. City essentially said, you can have the ball, but only in harmless areas. In the closing stages, City cemented the win with a 5-4-1 mid to low block. United's wing-backs were nullified, their central lanes blocked, and all they could do was circulate possession sideways. At 3-0, Pep didn't need more goals. He needed total control, and he got it. So was this about City's brilliance or United's flaws? The truth is both. City engineered overloads, manipulated half spaces, and used their press to suffocate United's attempts. Meanwhile, United failed to solve the same tactical dilemmas for 90 minutes. Now, if you want to see another breakdown where one detail changed the whole game, watch my Liverpool versus Arsenal analysis, linked right here. Now, my goal is 5,000 subscribers by the end of September, and I'll be uploading weekly tactical videos. Hit subscribe if you want to keep seeing football through the lens of real coaching. Thank you for watching. Stay sharp, stay tactical.